The President of the United States uses the crudest of language to dismiss immigrants from Haiti, El Salvador and parts of Africa, has taken it to a new level and has been labelled today a racist by African politicians and diplomats. International relations, the African Union have come out tonight. Various ambassadors from a number of the countries mentioned, aside from ordinary American politics as far as this goes. And we hope to be speaking to the African Union's ambassador to America shortly. Now Zuckerberg wants to take it back to a simple social network and slough off all the news feeds, the political propaganda and the viral diarrhea. Here's our technology editor, David Grossman. First of all, who's got most to win and most to lose out of this, Peter?
They see us as almost being like a friend, like a mate. So as a result, I think publishers won't be so prominent. No. However...
But the fact is that advertising's had a very good time on Facebook because you've got a much bigger and quicker audience than you've ever had for television. Some of the content has a kind of pernicious effect.
Yes.
Peter Hennigan, if that whole idea that it actually has to be interacting as opposed to passive.
Way to a millennial 18 to 34-year-old audience. And that was really impactful.
To Facebook, isn't there?
Yes, you say that, but equally you have that outside of Facebook, you know.
It's absolutely no use to Facebook if people are just scrolling through and not waiting.
Absolutely.
And presumably, that is what's happening in advertising too, as an altruist that actually wants to make money. So how is he going to make more money from this? Because you've got, as you say, you've got a lot of millennials for longer.
Again, I think what's a positive thing about this press release is...
What is good about Facebook if it is interactive and has children on for even longer than they're on at the moment? What is that good for mental health? We talk about Mark Zuckerberg as if he's had this great epiphany and it's for the good of the people. But the truth of the matter is, if there had not been all the problems of fake news and the interference in the American election, teasers to lead Britain against the Nazis. The film released today has already earned a Golden Globe for the veteran British actor Gary Oldman as the wartime PM. These distinguished soldiers shared their memories with our still surprisingly callow and jejune Stephen Smith. But she's unfortunately been stuck in a snowstorm on the way to our studio, not here, but in Nashville. However, today Donald Trump flew to the Walter Reed National Military Medical Center to convince them that he's unfit to serve and has been calling for a mental health evaluation for more than a year. I spoke to her earlier. Tim, if you haven't spoken to him, if you haven't been in the same room as him, and I wonder what the African Union's response has been to the office of the president. Here to say today that fewer immigrants from African nations, more immigrants from Norway, and are saying that actually there is a vast misunderstanding of Africa.
Thank you so much for having me, and keep up the good work.
Well, that's all we have time for. Emily's here on Monday. Until then, have a great weekend. Good night.